I get it. You're a dad and you're tired. Not just I need a nap tired, but that deep in your bones. I think I just ran a marathon while holding a screaming toddler kind of tired. You look at your to-do list, which has migrated from a neat notepad to scattered sticky notes all over the kitchen, and you feel that familiar dread. The work emails pile up, the lawn needs mowing, your son's baseball practice starts in 20 minutes, and you still haven't fixed that leaky faucet. You see other dads, the ones who seem to have it all together, working out at 5 a.m., crushing it at the office, and still having the energy to build a Lego castle with their kids. You think to yourself, how do they do it? What's wrong with me? This isn't a video about working harder. This isn't about pulling all-nighters or forcing yourself to just be more disciplined. The truth is, that kind of hustle culture is a rigged game, especially when you're a dad whose life is already a beautiful, chaotic mess. Your brain isn't broken, and you're not lazy. You're just playing the game with the wrong playbook. So let's tear up that old playbook and write a new one. One that's built for dads, not for monks. I'm going to share 3 principles that have allowed me to reclaim my time, my energy, and my sanity, so I can be present for my family without sacrificing my goals. These aren't hacks. They're a new operating system for a dad's life. This is how to go from overwhelmed to in control, not just for a day, but for good. Chapter 1. Building a fort, not a firewall. We're constantly told we need to build a firewall against distractions. Don't look at your phone. Don't check the news. Just power through it. But as a dad, life is a constant series of unexpected interruptions. Your firewall is useless against a toddler who just drew on the wall with permanent marker or a teenager who needs a ride home from school right now. Trying to block everything out is exhausting and, frankly, impossible. The real solution isn't to build a firewall, it's to build a fort. Think about it. A fort is a designated safe space. It's not about keeping the enemy out, it's about creating a safe zone where you can focus on the mission. This starts with your phone. Instead of trying to resist the urge to check social media, make your phone boring. I'm talking about turning your phone into a tool, not a toy. Delete the apps that don't serve a purpose in your work or your life. If you need to keep Instagram or TikTok for a client or your business, move them off your home screen and into a folder on the last page. Change your background to something plain, a solid color, not a family photo that makes you want to immediately start scrolling through your memories. Turn on Do Not Disturb, not just for a few minutes, but for a dedicated block of time. I do this for the first hour of my morning and my last hour of work. I've even set my screen to black and white on the weekends to make mindless scrolling less appealing. It's not about willpower. It's about making the decision so easy that you don't even have to think about it. This same principle applies to your physical space. As a dad, you might not have a dedicated office. Maybe your workspace is a corner of the dining room table or a section of the basement. That's okay. The fort isn't about a fancy room. It's about creating a signal. Before I start my work session, I clear the table, grab my headphones, and turn on my Dad Focus playlist. It's just some mellow jazz and lo-fi beats, no lyrics. This simple routine tells my brain, it's game time. We're in the fort now. My kids know that when the headphones are on and the music is playing, I'm in focus mode. It's a shared understanding, a little signal to my family that Dad is working. By building a fort, you're not fighting an uphill battle against yourself. You're simply creating a space, both digital and physical, where focus is the default setting. It's about designing your world so that winning is the path of least resistance. Chapter 2. The 3-act play: morning, work, and family. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is that we can just wing it. We wake up, and immediately our brains are swamped with decisions. Should I check my email? Should I make coffee? Did I remember to pack my son's lunch? All of this decision fatigue drains your mental battery before you've even started. Instead of waking up and reacting to the day, I want you to start directing your day. I call this the 3-act play. Act 1. The morning routine. Your morning isn't just a countdown to getting the kids to school. It's your time to set the stage for the day. For me, this starts with a simple wake and win routine. Before I touch my phone, I get a big glass of water. It's a small win, a physical signal to my body that we're waking up and getting ready. Then, I spend 5 to 10 minutes on a short journal entry. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for and the 3 most important tasks I need to accomplish that day. That's it. It takes less than 10 minutes, but it's a powerful tool. It shifts my mindset from being a passenger in my day to being the driver. I'm no longer reacting. I'm proactively choosing where my energy will go. Act 2. The deep work block. As a busy dad, you don't have an entire afternoon to get into a state of flow. You have slivers of time, so you have to treat them like gold. For me, this means committing to a 90-minute dad deep work block. I don't multitask. I choose one single most important task and I work on it without interruption for 90 minutes. I shut down my email, silence my notifications, and put my phone away. It's amazing what you can get done in a focused 90-minute block. I've been able to write entire video scripts, finish complex reports, and create presentations in that short, concentrated window. After that 90 minutes is up, I take a deliberate break. I stand up, stretch, grab a snack, or even just walk around the house for a few minutes. I treat it like a reward for my focus. Act 3. The family connection. Here's the most important part of the playbook. The goal of all this productivity isn't just to get more done, it's to create more time and energy to be present with your family. I schedule a hard stop to my workday. I turn off the laptop, put away my work phone, and transition into dad mode. This isn't just about saying, I'm done. It's about a ritual. It could be changing into comfortable clothes, leaving my work tools in a specific drawer, or spending 5 minutes getting a mental reset before the kids get home from school. This is the moment I leave my work identity at the door and fully embrace my role as a father and a husband. By theming my day into these 3 acts, I'm not just checking off tasks, I'm consciously managing my energy. I'm giving each part of my life, my mental well-being, my work, and my family, the dedicated focus it deserves. Chapter 3. The game you can't lose. Our brains are hardwired for a game. We're wired for points, for progress, for rewards. The problem is, most of us are playing the wrong game. We're getting dopamine hits from refreshing our social media feed or watching another episode on Netflix. We're letting the easy, low-effort games steal our energy and attention from the one game that truly matters. The game of building a life. It's time to become the game master of your own life. Start by making your progress visible. When I started my first channel, it was a struggle to stay consistent. I would get a few videos done, then get sidetracked by my kids' schedules, work, and just life in general. To fix this, I made a simple Dad's Done list. I have a whiteboard in my office, and every day I write down the 3 most important things I need to get done. The things that will truly move the needle. When I finish a task, I put a big check mark next to it. At the end of the week, I look at the board and see a bunch of check marks. That visual cue is incredibly powerful. It's a tangible record of progress that beats any to-do list app. It tells my brain, you are winning. And remember to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. I'm not talking about buying a boat every time you finish a project. I'm talking about a simple, honest reward. For me, if I finish my deep work block on time, I allow myself to go outside and immerse in nature a bit. If I have a particularly productive week, my reward is a guilt-free movie night with the family or an afternoon of a video game I've been wanting to play. Gamifying your life this way is not about becoming a productivity robot. It's about leveraging the way your brain is already wired to work for you instead of against you. It's about recognizing that you're in a marathon, not a sprint, and that consistent, visible progress is the fuel that keeps you going. If you're watching this, you're a dad who wants more. More time, more energy, more presence for the people who matter most. You're not broken, you're not lazy, and you don't need more motivation. You just need a new playbook. The principles I've shared today, building a fort, directing your 3-act play, and gamifying your life are more than just tips. They are a new operating system that helps you stop feeling overwhelmed and start taking control. If this resonated with you and you want to join a community of other dads who are figuring this stuff out together, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're building a family here, one productive dad at a time.